Howdy there again, folks. Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel, hitting you up with another offering off of my sampler platter. Sorry, stuttered there just a little bit. It's actually been a little bit since I've done one of these videos. What are these videos? Well, this video series that I do here, my Brandon Sampler Platter videos, if you haven't seen any of my other ones, I got plenty of them up. This is where I go over there and I try new and or unusual food items or drinks or things like that. Sometimes I highlight restaurants and stuff that I like, and basically I just, try things out and let you folks know how it is, and sometimes I tell stories and ramble too long. It's not an original format, folks, but I try to bring whatever personality I have to it. So, with that said, what is on the sampler platter today? Well, folks, you've already seen the title of the video, so you already know. But, if any of you have watched my other videos, might also know, hey, I'm wearing a work shirt. Why am I wearing a work shirt? Well, it might be for literally no other reason other than just me being lazy, but usually I like to wear work shirts when I'm eating something that I think might get on my shirt and I don't want to mess up one of my really good shirts. So, with that said, folks, here is said potential item that might get on said shirt. Let's see if we can get this. Boom! Yes, indeed, folks. Now, what is that? It's a little bit difficult to see. We'll see, can we get it? Help it out a little bit here. Whatever. You get the gist of it. Yeah, folks, these are Captain Crunch Berry Pancakes from IHOP. I didn't even know these were real. Never in my wildest dreams did I think it could be so. I was craving some breakfast, which I'm not. I like breakfast, but I need to be in the mood for breakfast. Usually I'm more of a lunch and or dinner type of person. Just more options available. But today, I wanted some breakfast. I haven't been to IHOP in quite a while, so I was looking through their online menu, and these exist. And they also have Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Lucky Charms that you can get as full things or as sides. So I went for the full thing because I am hungry. It looks like I got 3 pretty good sized pancakes there. I mean, this is for a laugh, but I had to go with it. And I specifically went for the Crunch Berry ones. Not necessarily because I'm, super, one way for, Crunch Berries, Captain Crunch, versus Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or Lucky Charms. In fact, Cinnamon Toast Crunch are probably my favorite. But there were 2 reasons why I went for this one. Number 1, I think out of uniqueness of flavor, it's going to be more interesting than, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, because, that's basically cinnamon with, pancakes, which is already amazing. We already know that. This is Crunch Berries. The other thing is that you can see it, and I'll bring it back up. See the blue stuff? Yeah. Which, by the way, is sparkly. Because that's a defining trait you want in something you're about to eat. So I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% because I didn't ask or anything, but they have Captain Crunch syrup available now. I have not tried it. My worry is that it's just syrup. Did I say cereal? Captain Crunch syrup. Yeah, let's go with that. My worry is that it's just basically maple syrup that's blue and looks different. Just, all the chemicals and stuff. And it's not terribly interesting. Plus, if I were going to do that, I'd have to make pancakes. And I've only ever made pancakes maybe twice, and I don't cook very often, as you might tell by these videos. So, when I saw that this had it on there, it was like, well, there we go. I get 2 things out of the way in one. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try this. I usually like to do like a story or something to associate myself with the item that I'm about to eat. So I have an IHOP story. Now, this isn't the most flattering IHOP story, but I don't want this to be a mark against all IHOPs. I am certain this was many years ago, so I'm certain none of those people work at that IHOP, whatever. But at one point in time, me and my buddy Drew and his girlfriend at the time, we'd gone out to a Nine Inch Nails concert. And after said show was done, she was driving us all back, and we were all pretty hungry. There's pretty limited options at that time of night, and we ended up making our way back into what was effectively our hometown at the time. And they had a 24-hour IHOP. I think all IHOPs are 24 hours. Maybe not so much now because all the virus stuff and everything. But I know pretty much every IHOP I've ever seen, they're open 24 hours. And we decided, you know what? Sure, we'll go with it. No. That was the thing. Because I ordered delivery on this. Because I didn't, yeah. And so they're like, hey, thanks for ordering. Yeah, good, dude. Go away. I got the food. I paid you. Transaction over. Anyway. So we made our way to the IHOP. And it was late. I mean, it was like probably around midnight or so. So this wasn't exactly like the top of the line staff that they had available. We got seated. It took, I'm not shitting you, at least 20 minutes for our waitress to realize that we existed. And during this time, like, because we didn't want to, it was one of those things, like, kind of like, how far will it go? So we didn't say anything. We were just like, we'll let it ride and see how far this thing will go. But, at least on my part, I was doing things, at least one specific thing, to, like, try to get her attention, which was that I was literally, because it was my friend Drew and his girlfriend on one side of the booth, I was on the other. I was literally laying down on the booth. So, like, you'd think at some point she would have noticed, like, hey, there's people in my section, one of whom is laying down. Maybe I should do something. But she didn't. Eventually, we finally had to flag her down. She seemed a little strung out, not even gonna lie. She was a little bit of a character. So we went over there, we ordered up our food. I remember specifically, I got like a seafood omelet that they had available. And when I got it back, when they finally did, it was like damn near raw. Because I'm sure that she went back to the chefs or whatever and told them, hey, look, I just fucking blitzed for the last 20 minutes and I need this food out now. That doesn't work. The food has to work. Like, you weren't going to make up for being messed up for 20 minutes. That wasn't going to happen. You weren't going to get a tip, okay? Just because you rushed our fucking food. And then on top of that, you rushed our food, and then it wasn't fucking cooked properly. So, yeah. So, and then at the end of it, we went and we got our food completed. And we went to the manager, and we're like, yo, this is kind of a thing. And he's like, well, I can knock like 5% off of your tab. And it was like, yeah. And then we never went to that IHOP again. That's not true. I went years later with my dad a couple times. And it was fine. We went during the morning. Anyway, I'm going to have some pancakes. I like pancakes, but not my favorite breakfast item. More of a savory guy, but see, it's got the... How are we going to do this? Now, the only problem I have with the syrup is that they did not distribute a lot of it. Generally, I like my pancakes to have a decent amount of syrup on it. They don't have to be drenched, but it's going to be a little bit difficult because with the doing and such. But let's give it a shot, folks. I mean, ultimately it's pancakes, so it shouldn't be that difficult to mess with. Though I once had some bad Denny's pancakes after a concert. Oh, maybe if I do another pancake thing, I'll do that story. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, let's try to keep it all together. Yeah, there we go, folks. That's cross-section if I've ever seen one. Alright, we lost one piece, but actually you get 4 pancakes, not bad. So, and I think this was like $7, something? Yeah. Okay, well, overall it's good. It is, again, it's a little dry for my taste. But pancakes are cooked well. They taste like solid pancakes. IHOP, that they do pancakes. That's their thing. Then another bite. What do I do with the knife? Oh, yeah, it's in the thing. It's early, folks. Leave me alone. Let's try this out again. Try to get all the way through it. Ah. Yeah, I mean, I'll say, I think every flavor comes through pretty well. The Captain Crunch, at first it adds more of just a texture for me. There's a little bit of the flavor throughout the whole process of the eating and whatnot, but it kind of comes in more at the end. Which, to be fair, maybe just because that's like the last thing that went down as I was eating it. But yeah, I mean, you've got solid enough pancakes. I'm actually gonna try some of this syrup, like just kind of by itself. That is definitely not standard maple syrup. I almost wish I'd had like a spoon or something. Yeah, well. Yeah, it's definitely not standard maple syrup. Because you really don't get much of like and mind you, again, I don't know for sure if this is the stuff that they sell in stores, so, really don't get, at least for me, any maple flavor from it. It's more just sweet. It tastes like kind of sugary, basically. Which for this, since it's clearly just kind of, having fun with itself, works perfectly. Because you've got the pancakes, which are pancakes, then you've got the sweetness of the syrup, which is kind of doing its thing throughout. And then you've got the richness of, I'm guessing, this is like cream cheese or something, maybe. No, if it is, it's actually relatively, maybe that's like just frosting or something. Yeah, I think maybe that's just frosting. I mean, yeah, it's good. I mean, if you're looking for a conventional pancake experience, this is not for you. It's clearly meant to be basically candy pancakes. And to that effect, I think it does a good job. They're tasty. Do get the taste of the Captain Crunch in there. And yeah, I guess ultimately it comes down to would I recommend them. If you know what you're getting into, sure, why not? I probably wouldn't do it with, like, if you have a kid or something, because then you have to explain to them why you're such a terrible adult. But I don't have that problem. I get to be a terrible adult as much as I want, or at least within a certain amount of reason, what with the laws and such. But yeah, I mean, it's a good little novelty fun thing. I'm not going to begrudge it. Like I said, I would have liked more syrup personally, but it's not like super dry or anything. The Captain Crunch adds a fun little thing to it. And it's, it's sweet and it does its thing. It's pancakes. So, yeah, I'm not going to begrudge that. Will I do the other two? Probably not. I think this was probably going to be the most interesting of them. And I think me doing the other ones would probably just be more of a downhill thing. Maybe not in terms of flavor, because again, I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch a lot. But in terms of, like, interestingness, yeah. So, I mean, yeah, it is what it is, folks. We live in a wonderful world of novelty where people can come up with stuff like this, and I get to enjoy it, you get to watch me do it, and maybe you get to enjoy it yourself. And just remember, folks, you don't even have to go in on the full setup. You can do a side order of this stuff, too. So, if you're just curious, hey, why not? If I were at an IHOP, would I get it again? Well, no, I would get one of the other two to try those out. But provided that I got all of them, would I eventually, like, maybe. But there's other things on their menu. Again, I'm more of a savory guy for the breakfast. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. It was pretty solid. So that's my my little review of the Captain Crunch Crunch Berries pancakes from IHOP. Hopefully, that was informative and or entertaining for all you folks. At the very least, you got to, hear me tell a story about, crackhead who went over there and served me, an undercooked omelet. That's worth something, right? Anyway, folks, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end off my video here. I like to end off my video on a positive note, especially with everything that's going on in the world today. Whatever you're doing, whatever pancakes you're eating, or maybe not eating, maybe you're going over there and you're creating your own pancake concoctions. Maybe you're over there and you've got, like, I don't know, like a chicken club pancake sandwich. That actually sounds like it could be good if you did it right. Anyway, whatever you're doing, have a great rest of your day, great rest of your week, great rest of your month, great rest of your, have a great goddamn life. Keep kicking that ass, and like I said, especially in the times that we're dealing with, at the time of this video anyway, try your best to stay positive, and, just keep doing what you're doing. So, and then the final little add-on thing that I like to add just when I sign off here, you guys want to keep watching me eat food and do things, and because they're going to keep coming up with gimmick, folks. That's not going anywhere. I just need you to do two things for me. Number one, watch the video. Number two, do the thing. All right, folks, I'm going to head out. Bye!